What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I got a good question on the live stream earlier today asking for a price prediction on Rage. And you know how I feel about price predictions, but I kind of just did it there on the spot for fun. And I thought it'd be worth sharing in a video here because I can expand on it a little bit more. So again, this is all just for fun. This is not financial advice. I have no idea what it's going to be, and I'm going to show you all my work. So hopefully it makes sense at the end. Whether you agree or disagree, hopefully you can understand why I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm coming to. So we'll start here, and you can see what the range of prices are for all of the legendary cards. It goes from $6.95 up to $18.29. This is for all Rebellion legendary cards, but I do want to take a quick detour over to Splinter Cards where you can see the print rates for all of these cards, at least from a regular foil BCX. Now, none of them are at 4,000. The closest you have is this Barash Kukor at 3,900. Everything else is, 100, 200, 300 away. So we know that Rage is going to print at least 4,000 guaranteed copies. And it would have been only 4,000 had the conflict started in December. But now that they pushed it to January and there was the guaranteed minimums added in, which I maintain is a good thing, there's probably going to be more than 4,000 just because they're going to do the RNG chances for everybody who has a chance of getting one. And then anybody who has not met the guarantee, I think it's every 200 chances is a guaranteed copy, you are going to be topped up. So at this point, it's probably going to be more, maybe even significantly more than 4,000. But let's just use that as a range considering where everything else is at, right? So I would say with a card like Rage, it's 16 mana, it's Dragon. So in a way, it's super popular. It's super usable from the Dragon standpoint because, again, it's weapons training. There's a lot of fantastic use cases with it. But 16 mana is not quite as good as something like Dark Dead Blast. And you can see just how popular Dark Dead Blast is. I mean, it's literally almost, 50% higher than the other monster cards here, or unit cards, right? So Nalara Gainik. A Kane is unique simply because it is a summoner and the only legendary summoner for Rebellion right now. But if I had to split things out, right, there's like different thirds or fourths, or however you want to look at it, right? From $7 up to, we'll call it $18. You could split that into like maybe $4 chunks or something. And so I would say that Rage would probably still be in the top tier, meaning that we would probably still see Rage in somewhere between like the $15 to $18 or $14 to $18 range. And that's simply assuming his print rate is the same as everybody else's. For the most part, unless there's a massive, wave of pack openings, maybe pack sales, but also pack openings, we are not seeing the same print rates, right? It'll be significantly more, and they're all going to hit the market at the same time. So early on, you could get into a situation where it's actually cheaper, right? If everybody who has all of these extra cards starts selling, they're just trying to move, get back some of the return, and then we'll see where the price stabilizes out. But my guess is that in the long term, it's going to stabilize out somewhere in the top 3 or in the top third, right? Which at this point I would say is like the $14 to $18 range. The last thing that I want to take a look at here, and we're not going to go through and like run all the numbers, but I just wanted to see how many chances there were in total and how many potentially guaranteed chances. So you can see for me, right, I got 12 chances here, which is cool. If I get a card, that'll be crazy because there's 356,000 chances. So, this is kind of crazy. And I did not do the math ahead of time. So I'm going to pull out the calculator now and we're going to do 356,000 divided by 200. And this is not perfect math, right? That's 1780 cards. So we're not quite there yet, right? We're not quite at 2,000, but we're also not quite at the halfway mark. There's still 17 days left. So we'll watch this as we go along, but we may hopefully end up still at that 4,000 card range, assuming the RNG doesn't mess things up and all of a sudden we need to print a lot more than that. So, taking that all into account, you can see there's probably a lot of people in the long tail like myself who have like 12 chances. There's nothing guaranteed there, right? And we can even see here how far down the leaderboard we need to go in order to really count the changes. Well, okay, it's definitely going to be the top, guaranteed chances. So it's going to be over, 200 players that are going to receive a guaranteed card at this point in time, as these are all above the 200 range. So that's my price prediction. This is the work that I'm showing with you. I'm curious to know, though, where do you think the price of Rage, not initially, but will at some point settle out compared to the rest? And I know it's hard to put a dollar amount, because I do believe that, as more packs get opened, we'll probably see card prices just continue to drift down ever so slightly. So that's why I'm putting it in that top third, maybe even top fourth, right? Top 25% of cards, just because it's going to be so powerful and highly desired for the meta, in my opinion. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.